Hey guys, welcome back to Lux Biz. I'm Tatiana, and today I'm excited because I'm going to be sharing with you a progress update on how I'm doing with my own online business. So you guys might remember a year ago I did a video with Stefan from Project Life Mastery, and it went viral. It was titled, "She Makes $40,000 a Month at 23 Years Old." So a year later, things have grown, the business has grown, doing around $115,000 per month in sales right now through one of my online businesses, which is selling physical products on Amazon and on Shopify. And that usually renders around a 40 to 60% profit margin. So in attempt to be as transparent as possible with you guys, I'm about to hop behind my computer, I'm going to screen share, and I'm going to show you the live reports from Amazon and from Shopify to share with you the income update. All right guys, we are live right now on my Shopify store. So you can see here that for the last 30 days between January 2nd and February 20th, my store did about $82,000 in sales. So keep in mind that these sales are not skewed. There was no special like holiday sale. It wasn't Christmas time. It wasn't Thanksgiving. It wasn't Black Friday. So these are average sales. So just want to share with you that here, $82,000, and let's head over to my Amazon store. So Amazon, I haven't really been focusing on Amazon very much this year at all, actually, just because we prefer to sell on the website because we have more control over returns, we have control over our shipping policy, we are able to contact our customers much more easily. So we switched from selling on Amazon primarily. I started my business on Amazon and I was doing around $50,000, $60,000 a month in sales on Amazon. But at that point, I decided to start selling on my own website just so that I could have more control. So since then, I haven't really focused on Amazon. I have only a couple products on Amazon. I don't have all the products I sell on there. But it still does around $33,000 a month in sales in the last 30 days. So that's nice. And this is just on Amazon.com. We're also selling on Amazon Canadian or Amazon.ca. We just started selling on Amazon AU. So that adds up to around $115,000 per month. And this is just one of my online businesses. Remember, there are different models of online business, which I do share about on this channel. There's Kindle publishing, there's affiliate marketing. There are so many different ways to make money online. And since I started my online business, I started with a physical products business, but it's opened the door to so much more for me. So I'm able to diversify my income, and it's just really a great thing. So, yeah. So I'm not sharing this with you to try and brag or to try and impress you, but rather to impress upon you the possibility with this type of business. And my business has grown significantly in just 1 year, and I don't know many other types of business models that can grow so fast. So the opportunities are there, and so I just want to present them to you because I want to give you the option. This business is not right for everyone. It's not a right fit for everyone, but at least have the option, at least have the awareness that this is a possibility for you because it is life-changing. It has completely changed my life, and I truly do believe that happiness is the highest level of success because I completely believe this in my core. I know it. But having financial freedom does give you a great deal of comfort and freedom. To be able to create magic moments with your family, whether that's to just have more time to be at home with your kids so that you can see your baby make his first steps, or you have more time to go on vacation and create magic moments there. Or whatever it is for you, just the possibilities and the freedom that this online business lifestyle provides is just amazing. And so I want to share that with you, and that's what this channel is all about. And I've been very hesitant to make this video because I grew up with being taught that your financials, how much you make, that is private information. That's not something that you discuss at the dinner table. That's not something you discuss with friends, and definitely not something that you put on YouTube for the whole world to see. And I still agree with that. And that's why there's a little bit of discomfort with me creating this video. But I'm doing this because I know the context of this YouTube channel, LuxBiz. I'm sharing with you advice and teaching you things about Amazon FBA and online business. And if I was watching videos of me, of someone else, I would want to know that they're successful. I would want to know that they make money online. They're not just teaching me this when they actually have no business of their own. And so what I find when I search on YouTube, I find many Amazon gurus, and they're all teaching stuff, but a lot of them, they're not really successful with their own Amazon or online businesses. And they're actually just making the majority of their money by selling you courses and trainings rather than with their own physical products. And so I hope that this video will bring a little bit of comfort to you, knowing that I do know what I'm talking about, because the videos I share come from my experience and have helped me create this business in only 2.5 years. If you want to know my whole story, I do have another video about this. I'll link it down below. But the greatest blessing has been having this financial freedom to be able to travel the world, do what I want. I don't have to always check the prices of everything I buy. I can, create magic moments with my friends, my family, take trips, and just kind of do the things I want to do without really feeling held back. And the cool thing is that this is just the beginning. I already feel like I'm living a lifestyle that I never dreamed possible. And this is just the beginning. And I know it's just going to get better and better and better, because with this business, because I'm not an employee, I'm not on a fixed salary, the more effort, the more time, the more work I put into my business, the more rewards. And so how much I earn is in direct proportion to what I put into the business. And so if I want to earn an extra 10, 20K this month, I know exactly what I need to do to earn that. But oftentimes I choose not to, because for me, again, it's not about the money, it's about choosing happiness. And for me, sometimes I don't want to overwork, or I don't want to work too hard where it's at the cost of now I'm no longer able to spend time with my partner, or I'm no longer able to spend as much time with my friends. I want to enjoy the whole journey, I want to enjoy the whole process, and I never want to feel like I sacrifice too much. Now, don't get me wrong, there are sacrifices. This was not easy for me. And I think a big misconception is that, she did it in 2.5 years. It must have been easy. She's always smiling. She's always happy. But it wasn't. It was a struggle for me. And I had to learn so much, because I had no experience with business or even online business. I didn't even own a computer. But there were times where I would cry myself to sleep. There were times where I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done this. It's not worth it. But I'm so glad that I pushed past those times, because the rewards on the other side of the mountain are just amazing and phenomenal. And I think that so many people, they start this business thinking that it will be an easy ride and not anticipating that there will be struggle. And when you don't anticipate that, it comes at you by surprise, and then you feel like, oh my God, this is not right, what do I do? And a lot of people give up. So the trick is you really got to stay on the roller coaster. Just don't get off. Stay on, because it's going to be a bumpy ride, but eventually the roller coaster ride ends and things get a lot easier. And something that a lot of people don't tell you is that it does get easier. When I first started my business, I remember that it was very challenging. Again, like I said, I had to learn all this stuff. I didn't have a team in place. I didn't have anybody to help me. And so I struggled a lot. But as your business grows, as your financials increase, you're able to outsource more. You're able to put in place systems and processes, and things do get easier. So I'm at the point in my business where I feel a lot more comfortable. I feel like I'm able to be more in my creative element, because I have people to help me with things. For example, creating this YouTube video. In the beginning, I used to record the video, edit the video, create the thumbnail, publish it, schedule things. It was a big process. And now, because my team has grown, all I do is record the video, and everyone else does everything else for me. And so just know that it is a little bit of a struggle at the beginning, but once you get organized, once you get the ball rolling, things do get easier, and you're able to take more time off. So that's just kind of like a little message, but just know that, again, It's not something that comes easy. A lot of people do think that you make instant money, which is just not the case for the majority of people. Some people are lucky and they find a really awesome product or whatever it may be, and they profit money right off the bat. The first month, second month, they're profiting. But for the most part, the majority of people are not profiting until maybe 6 months down the road. And so if you're looking at this business thinking that this is a really quick way to make money, it's not true. It's not a quick way to make money, but it is a sustainable way, and it is a real business. So you invest the initial time, you invest in the initial money, and that compounds, and then over time, your business grows into something that is creating profit, is able to pay you, and so forth. So don't expect a return right away, and I think when you go in knowing that you aren't going to make money right away, then you are going in with the idea of, okay, this is a long-term business. I'm in it for the long run. I'm not just going to try and make money within the next 3 months. I'm going to work hard and try and make a profit within the first 6 months. At that point, which I might start paying myself. Because remember, guys, you can start making a profit with a physical products business, but if you pay yourself, whatever you're paying yourself, you're taking away from the business. Because if you want to grow fast, you'll reinvest all the profits back into the business, and the business will grow faster. But if you want to pay yourself, there's going to be less money to reinvest back into the business. So me personally, I started by reinvesting everything back into the business. And eventually, when I just had like a solid amount of money in my bank account where I was able to buy inventory 3 months ahead of time and have enough, more than enough, then I started paying myself. So oftentimes I hear people like, when should I quit my job? Should I quit my job now? I'm starting the business now. No, you got to start the business, prove your concept, make consistent sales, start earning profit margins, start saving money. And then once you have consistent money in your bank account and you're not in debt, then start paying yourself. So stay at your day job and do this on the side. Once you start paying yourself, then you're all in. Then you can quit your job if you want, and you can put full-time attention into this business. And when you do that, things grow a lot faster. Because instead of spending a couple hours a night, you're now spending 8, 10, 12, 14 hours a day in this business, which of course, again, what you put in is what you get out. And let me tell you guys that when you are doing something that you're passionate about, something that you enjoy, something that you love, time flies by. I remember I used to work at a bank, and I was a teller, and I remember it was 8-hour shifts. And I was always staring at the clock. I was like, oh, another 2 hours, another 2 hours, another hour and a half, another hour and 10 minutes, another hour and 5 minutes. And the time would go by so slow. Versus now, I have days where I spend 14 hours just working straight. I don't even take a break to eat. I eat while I'm working. And it's enjoyable for me because time flies by, and I feel like there's never enough time in the day. And now, while that sounds excessive to you, and it sounds like, oh, why would I want to do that business if I'm going to be working more hours? But at the same time, I'm in charge of my schedule. So I might have a day where I work 14 hours, but then I might take 3 or 4 days off that week. Or I might have a day where I'm working 2 hours and I'm working more the next week. So it's really you're in charge of your hours, and you're in charge of what you want to do. And the cool thing is that I'm in the position now where I could really not do much work. I could work maybe 5 hours a week and sustain my business very comfortably, which is really cool. So it's almost like the 4-hour work week. But the thing is that I want to grow. And so if you choose to grow, then of course you're going to be putting more time and effort into your business. But if you are okay, if you're satisfied, if you're happy with $115,000 per month or whatever it is, the impact that you want to make for your customers, then you don't have to put in that extra time. Then you're free. At this point, I could be free where I don't have to work at all, and I just be comfortable doing my volunteer work, my passion projects, dancing, exercising, spending time with family, and it's really just your choice. So I think ultimately what the beauty is of starting an online business is just having that freedom. It's just having the freedom to do whatever the hell you want to do with your time and not being controlled. So I think it's really special. And I'm going to answer a few questions before I wrap up this video. First of all, one of the most common questions I get asked is how much money does it take to start this business? This eye keeps watering. I would say that it depends on your product. So if you pick a private label product that is a lower ticket product, meaning it sells for maybe around $10 or $14 on Amazon, let's say, then to source the product, it's probably going to be a lot cheaper. Versus if you're finding a product that sells for $35, $50, $60 on Amazon, sourcing that product might be a little bit more expensive. So then you might have a product that costs you $2 per unit versus a product that costs you $15 per unit. So it just depends what you're going to go after, like the cheaper one or the more expensive one on Amazon. And so you could start with $1,500 a month, or you could start with a $1,500 budget, or you could start with a $5,000 budget, depending on which product you choose. So of course, the more money that you can invest, the better, but I would say the bare minimum is $1,500. Now, I know that for those of you who have watched my original videos about my story, you might say, well, you said that you started with $300, but now you're saying $1,500, so that doesn't add up. Well, I say this all the time, guys. I started years ago with $300 with a very inexpensive product. My product was selling for $10 on Amazon. It cost me 20 cents to manufacture. So yeah, I did start with a $300 initial inventory. But since then, Amazon has grown exponentially. There's a lot more competition, things cost more, and now it just does not cost, you can't really start with $300. So if you want to be comfortable, I would say $1,500 is the initial amount of money that you should have to invest in the business. Because you also have to consider that there's going to be money needed for marketing, advertising, whether that's Amazon PPC or whether that's on social media, whatever it may be for you. So it does depend, but I would say that like if you guys can't afford the $1,500 initial investment, then maybe this is not the right business for you at this time. So just remember that like you don't have to force anything in life, okay? If it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't really align with things in your life, then maybe this is a message, right? This is a message that this is not the right time for you. So don't be forceful about it. Think of other ways that you can make money online. Like if you're really just looking to have this laptop lifestyle, you really don't even need to own your own business. You could just work for another company that has an online business. For example, all of the people that I employ, none of them are local. Everyone works from their computers at home. So they get to enjoy the benefits of working from home and making money, but they also don't have the responsibilities of being a business owner. So it's actually a really favorable position. So you could go on websites like Upwork and freelance and become a freelancer where you can work for other online businesses. You could even work for like another online business which sells on Amazon and learn from them, learn how they do things, and then eventually after a number of years you can start your own Amazon store once you've saved up more money. Okay, next question is how fast can I start to make a profit? And this question is so hard to answer because it really depends. I see some people where they make a profit within their first 2 months, and other people it takes 6 months. So what I like to tell people and warn them ahead of time is that don't expect to make profit with your first initial inventory. Now I know this sounds disappointing, but this is just part of the game. And if you do make a profit, that's awesome, perfect. But I think sometimes when we set our expectations a little bit lower, we won't be disappointed. And so what I mean by this is that when you, say you invest $1,000 in your initial inventory, you put it on Amazon. Well, if you're on Amazon, you need to start ranking your product because you're going to be like on the 15th or 20th page on the Amazon search listings, and no customer is going to scroll through 15, 20 pages to find your product. So in order to start ranking to get it closer to the first page, you need to start making those sales. And the thing is that if you're a new seller on Amazon and you have no reviews and you're selling at the same price as someone who has 1,000 reviews, well, which listing is the customer going to buy from? This one, because this one has the social proof. They have 1,000 reviews, they're selling for the same price as you with no reviews, they have no reason to buy from you. So often what is beneficial is to decrease your selling price so that you have some sort of competitive edge, since really you don't have any social proof right now. So decrease your price, and then some people might find your listing. You turn on Amazon ads, which also costs money. So you try and get on the Amazon ads. So if someone searches Fitbit, then you're going to be like showing as a sponsored product. And then hopefully you start to get sales that way. And then you also might do some giveaways to incentivize more sales and reviews. So there are costs with your initial inventory. But just know, again, that you're investing for the long term. You're not looking for the short-term gains, you're looking for the long-term gains. So once your product starts ranking on Amazon, then you're actually going to be all set. And so then with your next inventory, you're now on page 2, 3, you're doing better, you're getting organic sales, and then you can start increasing your price. And that's kind of like the process. And there are strategies and techniques, but just know that how much you profit depends on like your profit margins with the product, depends on how much you invest, depends on how good your PPC keywords are, depends on so many factors, and really depends on you. I think for the most part, the biggest difference between people who are successful with an online business and who aren't successful, it's not about the knowledge, because we all kind of have the same exposure to the same resources online. It's more like the person. How much effort are you putting in? Are you the type of person who slacks off? Are you the type of person who does not put in their full effort? So keep that in mind. And then the last question I have to answer is, well, what about the competition? There is a lot of competition. And that's true. Like I mentioned earlier, that there's more competition now than when I started my Amazon FBA business. But the thing is, you have to kind of find ways to differentiate yourself from others. People used to just find a best-selling product on Amazon, and then they would copy that product, and they would just copy and paste that product basically on their Amazon listing and hope for sales. And that would work. That doesn't work anymore. Now you need to bring something new to the table. You need to add value to people in a way that the other listings don't. So you have to find ways to differentiate yourself, whether that's through the product you offer, a bonus offer, whether that's through creating a better, higher quality type of product, whether that's through your product packaging, whether that's through your social media, whether that's through your advertising, whether that's through the community that you give people access to. You need to find your competitive edge. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long. Ooh, it's long. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. I hope that me sharing the financials does provide you with a level of trust and comfort with the videos that I share with you. If not, that's totally fine. I don't care. Like, I'm going to continue doing what I do regardless of your opinion, with all due respect. Because I'm not looking for your validation. I'm not looking for your acceptance. I'm just sharing this with you because I felt like it was something that needed to be done on this channel. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to give away a 15-minute free Amazon coaching session. So if you're looking to start your Amazon business and you want to shoot me all the questions you have, I'm going to give you a free 15-minute coaching call. Just comment down below Amazon FBA. And I'm going to select one winner, and I will announce who the winner is in the comment section below. And I look forward to helping you kickstart your online business journey, because it is so amazing. Take care, bye.